And the two people that are going to be presenting today are my co-chair of the Member Services, Carol Bosley, and Deb Busey, our treasurer. Now, the topic today is Chapter Spot, which is this new membership portal that the league is instituting nationally. And we don't want you to be scared about it. So Carol and Deb, who have been working intimately with it, because Carol does the adding of people to our list, and Deb, of course, does all the other things behind the scenes, especially taking the payments and so on. They're going to see how it goes too. But the National did provide a PowerPoint, which Carol sort of curated, I think. And that's what we're going to show you today. And there should be time for questions. Carol, anything else I should add?
No, that sounds really good, Teresa. It looks like we have 7 members here. So out of 185 members, we still have a few more people to tell them about this, which will affect everyone. So, you know, it's just the nature of the game these days. So I'll share the screen to begin with. Like Teresa says, the Chapter Spot is the new national portal. Just a second, let me share the screen here. Okay, you guys got it, right? You see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So basically, Chapter Spot is a new membership platform for the League of Women Voters all over the country. And League of Women Voters National, excuse me, is launching it this month. All members will be affected, as you will be able to renew your membership online and update your phone, email, mailing information. We want members to know, however, if you don't use the internet, you can still join through the local league, and we'll be sure and help members do that. So how do I go to the next screen? There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, why is League of Women Voters making this change? Well, the League of Women Voters National tell us they're making this change to provide a centralized portal where a person anywhere in the country can join the league, or they can renew their membership regardless of what league they are joining. Basically, all league members will join or renew on the same platform. And League of Women Voters National tells us they believe this will improve the member experience by making the joining process consistent across leagues across the country, and will allow new members to join the local leagues from the national site. When will the change start? It will be launched as far as joining and renewing in February. However, this month in January, all members will receive an email from National, and that email will ask you to join into Chapter Spot's portal and to create your profile. Your username for Chapter Spot is your email address, and then you create your portal by creating a password. And then once you do that, you will be into the portal, and you will see the information that is transferring over from the current portal, which is like your name, your email address, your mailing address, things like that. When you log in, you will be asked to do a short survey. It's called a member interest survey. And it's a survey that is for our local league, and we really want members to complete that survey because it does give us some helpful information going forward. Are the dues changing? Yeah, actually, yes, the dues are changing. The due structures structure is changing. The dues will be pay what you can, and the recommended member dues is $75 per person, with the minimum being $20 per member. You will have the option of paying more than 75. Anything that you pay in addition to 75 will benefit all levels of the league, national, state, and local, not just the local league. Like in the past, when you paid more of your dues than the $75, you would it would go directly to the League of Women Voters here in Champaign. Deb will talk about the formula as far as how much of our dues go to national, state, and local. Will membership categories change? Yes, they will. Students will no longer be a distinct membership category in National League, nationally, and they can, of course, still join. And the minimum per member to join is $20. So a student can join for $20, which is, you know, a really good price. 50-year members will continue to not have to pay dues, which is, I'm glad they're continuing that. Will household memberships continue? There will no longer be household memberships. Like now you can join and your spouse, if you wish to have your spouse join or someone in your family join, you can join, that second person can join for a much reduced dues fee. You will still be able to sign up and join for yourself and a second member of your household. And the recommended dues for that, for signing up for 2 people, is $150 for both of them. Or again, this is a new pay structure, or you can pay any amount with the minimum of $40 for yourself and your household member. So you're keeping in mind that $20 is a minimum. You can, for 2 household members, if you prefer not to pay the recommended amount, it would be $40 for both of you. How will I pay my dues? You can pay your dues by credit card and debit card, or you can pay through an electronic payment through your bank, which will be encouraged. National will encourage that because the fees are less for that. And you will, when you join or renew, you will also be given the opportunity to cover fees when paying the dues. Can I still pay by check? It will still be possible to pay by check. However, this is not preferred, but we definitely want members to know it is completely possible. It'll just be handled differently. Checks will be made out to League of Women Voters US. However, they will be given to the local league treasurer, or given, probably mailed or given. And if you would like to make a contribution, if you pay by check, that would have to be a separate check versus just adding onto your first check. All these things will be shared with you various times as we go through this process, so just know that. And now Deb will take it from here.
So currently, we collect the dues for local, state, and national. And state and national each charge us $32 per member. So we get to receive $11 per member out of our current $75 dues. Under chapter spot, the $75 dues will be split up based on these percentages. So national will get 33%, which is $24.75 instead of $32. State will get $35.75, which is 33% more than their current $32. And our local will get 20% or $15, which is $4 more than our current $11 share of the dues. So we will get a bit of an increase when the dues are collected, and national will distribute them. Next slide, Carol. So there will be three, if you pay by credit card, there will be three separate payments on your card. One to the local league, which would be the $15, one to the state league, and one to the national league. So your credit card statement will show all three of those payments. If you choose to pay more, it will just be divided based on those percentages. And the same is true if you choose to pay less. Your payment will be divided based upon the percentages. The next slide. So can I still donate when I renew? Well, not with one payment. So if you pay more than your dues, the additional money goes to LWVCC now. That won't be the case. Under Chapter Spot, if you choose to increase your dues, you're increasing your dues. You're not making a contribution with your dues, and any increase to dues, as I said, will get divided up based on the percentage of allocations. If you would like to make a donation when you pay your dues, then there will be a second page on the Join Renew process where you can donate and specify it to the local league. However, we will also keep on our local league website a donate page so that you can donate to the league anytime directly on our league website. And I'm sure the national link will work as well too, but it might just be easier and safer if when you want to make a donation to the local league that you do it from our website. You'll just have to figure that out as you go, but the option is there when you pay your dues. Just make sure you don't add it to your dues unless you want to pay more for dues. So the next slide. So under Chapter Spot, your membership will last 1 year from your last renewal. So the majority of our members paid dues effectively, basically in June this past year. So the majority of our members are going to receive notification that their dues are due in June. Now we've had a number of people join since June, and their renewal date will be based on the day which they joined. Because we had a once a year renewal for all members, we have previously offered discounted dues throughout the year. If you joined from November through February, you paid 50%. And if you joined after March, you didn't pay because you were going to pay again in June. That goes away. That won't occur anymore. Those you'll always be billed from the national link based on the anniversary date of your dues. I wanted to point out too about household members that if you wanted to stay with your household membership, the way it currently is, each member is paying the equivalent of $55. I think each member will have to sign up, independently. So that would be an amount you could choose to pay for each member of a household and keep it the same as what it has been for you. The other thing you could do is have one member decide to pay $75 and the other member decide to pay $35, which would again be consistent with the 110 that we've done in the past. But every member will have to provide an email. That's on the next one. But anyway, you can go to the next slide, Carol. So yeah, each member has to have an email. We have a number of households right now, household memberships where only one email is listed, but you really won't be able to sign up through Chapter Spot for dues unless you provide an email, and you can't be the same email as someone else's. You are also able to opt out or unsubscribe from anything coming from LWVUS if you don't want to receive it, except for membership information when you sign up. So it's not like you have to have, get excessive emails if you're not interested in receiving all the emails from US. Next slide. If you don't use the internet, you're probably not on this on this Zoom meeting, but if you don't use the internet, we will still reach out to you to remind you to renew, and you can still pay by check. That will come directly from the local league. We are not eliminating the possibility that we do have members who do not do anything online, and that's okay. We can still keep you active with the league. And you will receive your notice every year before your expiration date of it being time for your dues to be paid again. Now, if you have enrolled with a credit card, or if you enrolled with the ACH with your bank account, that information will be there. So it'll be very easy to, authorize the next payment based on if you still want to use the same source of payment. That'll all be there in the portal for you on the league chapter spot site. The email that you receive will guide you through the renewal process, but I think once you've done it, it will become very evident how to do it every year. And that's it. That's all we have for now. That's all we know. We're still working on the back end with National to make sure we have all of our information in the system, to link us to the system, to make sure we receive our payments and all the information is provided. So this is a huge project, and I think National is doing a really good job with it. But, it's possible that there could be glitches. If there are, we will keep you informed and we will let you know. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know.
And does anyone have any questions right now?
No?
Okay.
Well,
Robert?
well, Patty raised her hand first. She beat me by a hair, so I'll be fair about this, and she's muted.
Patty, you're muted, I think.
I was typing my question. How many members do we have now? And besides every woman and every man in the county, what's our goal for having membership?
We have 185 members right now. As far as do we have a goal for membership? No, we don't, but our membership has increased substantially. It was when I joined, I don't know, 6 years ago, maybe 7, it was 45. Yes.
Yeah, in 2017, it was like 45 or 48 members. So we've basically more than tripled our membership in the last 8 years.
Awesome. Congratulations. All right.
And we've not only tripled our membership, our membership tends to be very involved. So that's, we do have members who just join and choose not to be that involved, but we're also excited because we have a very active membership.
Great. Thank you.
Robert?
Yeah, I have some weird questions generally, but I guess I refreshed myself that League of Women Voters is not a tax deductible group.
That's correct.
And then
some of your donations, if you make a donation to the local league education fund, that is tax deductible. But otherwise, your dues are not tax deductible.
okay, and so after my basic dues payment, if I want to play with how much money might go different places extra, and then so if I donate local, the money stays local. If I donate national, that money stays national, pretty much, or is that how it works?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Any other questions?
Carol, are you gonna talk at all about the survey? That's,
Well, the member interest survey, when you create your profile, you'll get the email in January from National asking you to create your profile. And as part of that process, you will be asked to complete a member interest survey. It's a very user-friendly, short survey. And the questions are questions that we here at the local league are asking, not national. And we're asking really helpful questions that we want to get a wider number of people like responding to. Questions like, how do you like to receive information? How do you like to be sent information from the league by email or by text? And what is your preferred format for the photo directory? These are questions that will help us move forward. So we really want people to complete the survey.
yeah, it's short, and it will give us lots of information that it's just hard to get otherwise, really.
Mhm.
So, and we're
Mhm.
hoping that people take literally the 4 or 5 minutes to do it.
Mhm.
Anything else?
We promise to keep you informed. Our goal is to just tell you what you need to know when you need to know it. Like right now, members need to know that they're going to be getting an email from National. So we have been talking about that in the voter. We'll send an email to memberships. And then when it gets closer to 60 days before June, well, we'll definitely send an email to everyone saying, watch for your email from National to renew. So we're all learning in this process, including people on the member services and the treasurer, and we will share with you as you need to know what you need to know.
And I will just add, and Deb would probably jump in and say more, but this was not an easy change for National because a lot of local leagues are afraid they're going to lose the donations that they've been getting via their local membership renewal. And so that's what everybody's waiting to see because, a lot of us, I think, wrote that check and just added $25, $50 to that. And then Deb knew what to do with what wasn't our membership part. But now it is more complicated. And as Deb's point, I think, is the best one. If you want to donate, just go to our website and just do your membership for National. And right, Deb, is that what you'd say?
That's what I would recommend. It remains to be seen because we haven't actually seen the format of how clear it is that you can go from paying dues to the next page is donate, and how clear it is. I'm not sure how clear it will be if the donation is just to your league, local league, or donating to local, state, and national. So from my current perspective, I would just say, if you want to donate, go to our website, click on donate, and clearly we will receive the donation.
Yeah, so we're talking about that extra thing you often put in with your, your membership renewal.
Right, yeah.
Check or whatever. Lynn. Oh,
You're muted, Lynn.
unmute. Is she hearing us? Lynn?
Got
I-
it. Sorry.
There you go. There you go.
Is there any prohibition from National about us doing separate fundraising for the local league?
No.
Okay.
No. They're only providing that donate page right after the dues page because so many leagues do receive donations with dues now. And I just think we've already kind of ventured away from that by the special projects and we've funded over the last couple of years through our members. So our donations with dues have been going down because we've been asking our members to donate for specific initiatives throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like we're kind of already on that path, but we just want to make sure everyone understands.
Okay.
It's 27 after the hour. If there's any other questions, we do want to take them.
I just wanted to throw out that I peeked at the Champaign County League of Women's Voters page and checked out the donation page, and it's very nicely laid out, and it shouldn't be a problem for anybody.
Thank you. Thank you for that unpaid announcement. So I just want to tell you about two things that are coming up before the month is over. Coffee and Conversation. This would be a lovely group for Coffee and Conversation. There's 11 guests and 3 of us. That's sort of a nice size. And that's what we tend to have. I don't think we've ever had maybe more than 12 people at Coffee and Conversation. But there is a change of time. It's going to be at 10 a.m. instead of 10:30. And there's a change of location. And you might come just for the marvelous location because we're going to be meeting at Rick's Bakery in Urbana. Wonderful pastries. You could take your lunch home. He has great tamales and other kinds of things. So anyway, we're going to try that. He said he could get these tables together. And they have coffee and cappuccino, that sort of thing. So that is on Tuesday, January 21st. And it happens to be the day before our monthly Keeping It Local, which is our evening Zoom sort of public league and public information program that we have about 6 times a year, 6 or 7 times a year. This one is going to be on the Mohammed Aquifer. So a very important topic right now. The title is Protecting the Mohammed Aquifer. And the 2 speakers will be individuals very intimately concerned with this and knowing much about the history and the legislation. Andrew Wren, who is the spokesperson and the engineer that works for Prairie Rivers Network. And then Pam Richart, who is with Eco Justice Coalition, which also has worked with, making Illinois green. Very knowledgeable presenters. So hope that if you don't have something that evening, the evening of January 22nd, and I see that the date is wrong. It's a Wednesday, I know that, but in the voter it said Tuesday. So Wednesday, January 22nd, 7 to 8, and then the Coffee and Conversation the day before, the 21st.
No, actually, Teresa, excuse me. Coffee and Conversations is next Tuesday, the 14th.
Okay.
Is that a mistake in the voter too?
Yep, it's got Tuesday, the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the 14th. I was just pulling from the voter. So sorry. So it is, the Coffee and Conversation is next Tuesday and not the following week. So something each week, something next Tuesday, Coffee and Conversation, something the following on Wednesday, the Mohammed Aquifer program. Oh, it's 12:30. Anybody, anything else for the cause? We appreciate your coming out, and we did have a total of 11 people. So that's pretty good for a cold January midday. All right. Thank you all very much. And we hope to see you at one of the events upcoming. Thanks.
Thank you.